The following podcast is recorded and produced by Emerge, a media creators co-op, in affiliation with the network at bicbp-radio.com.
Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome back.
I'm Ariana.
And I am Brittany.
And this is
An A&B Conversation.
Another week. I think I know the number. 42? 40.
I was going to say 42 as well, but I
42
think it's going to
or
be
43. Rich Almighty's queuing us in. It's a good one. 43.
Yay!
Look, we would have
Right.
run Price is Right.
No, right.
Just like that.
Right. Goddamn. Finally, after 43 weeks.
43 weeks. We made it. Cannot wait till our 52nd party. Our 1 year anniversary.
Yes,
52 weeks of
yes.
keeping on. A whole year of podcasting.
A whole year.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, invitations will be sent out and stuff. We did post on our socials the announcement, so
Yes.
party's coming soon.
Period.
Party is coming soon, people.
Right.
Woohoo!
No, literally.
I can't believe 52 weeks.
No, right. And it'll be
Like
in our new season.
Yeah, it will be our new season.
Right.
Yeah, the folks don't know about that either. Oh, that's a lot coming soon for the pod.
Please stay tuned. I was
lot
thinking about
coming
that until the shower. I said not in our new season.
Season 2.
Okay.
Season 2 is coming soon.
Mm.
That is so crazy.
I know that's fucking right.
That's so cool, but crazy.
No, right.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Period.
Speaking of fun, the fundamentals of learning.
F is for friends.
Yeah,
too.
do stuff together. That's probably trademarked as fuck, too.
No, right.
I had a whole video get banned tonight after we fucking...
Fine. We like fun.
We like fundamentals. Speaking of
anyway.
fundamentals and fun and, all that jazz. Whole lot of education. Whole lot of intake. Whole lot of consumption. Where's your least favorite place to get information from?
Facebook.
That's a good one. I didn't think about that one. Yeah.
I hate anybody that posts anything on Facebook. It's never news. It's always
Negative
wrong.
as fuck. Yeah.
And wrong as fuck. Like, and I feel like maybe it's just me and the people that I follow, because there's the motherfuckers that are asking what time Walmart closes. Is this open? It's Christmas Day.
Googleable information.
What's open? Yeah, I hate that shit.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just the people that I follow. But then there's like articles that they'll be from like 5 years ago, and then
they're getting shared.
Exactly, and it's just a lot of misinformation.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I just try not to
Consume it. Take
right.
it in.
If I see it, I'm gonna note take it, and I'm gonna go research it. Probably go
That's
Google
what you
it or
should
some
do.
shit.
I think that's
what
what
you
the
should
internet's
do.
for.
Like, that is literally.
I cannot stand when I post something, especially wellness based, that I'm like into, and people like slide up on my story. What's the benefits? I've led you to the water.
No,
now you
literally,
go drink.
Right.
I'm not breaking down every ounce of why I do it for you.
Right.
So, like, especially when I posted that I do, which I don't do consistently anymore, but I used to do every morning a facial ice bath.
Right.
So many different people. I'd post just the bowl of ice cubes, or like post, like a check mark. My morning ice bath facial was done. Like, it was almost every day somebody was asking me, what is this for? What does this do? Does this make you look better? Like,
No,
I've led you to the water.
Right.
Go for Google. And I've told people, like, you should Google it. And I've definitely had people try to snap at me, like, yeah, I get it. You don't know how to educate yourself.
Then don't. Like, I don't know what you want from me. You either can
Right.
or you don't. Like, I don't know what this is going to do for you, because it probably won't work for you. It may not. Like, you know what I mean? Why I do it for me is why I do it for me, because I researched it, and I thought that would be the best benefit for me. Like, I just don't understand.
I need to use that response of, like, I researched it and it worked so good for me. Like, and just leave it at that. Mic drop.
No, literally for me. That might not work for you. So don't go over here, start doing it fucking 3 times a day, and think that you're going to be 10 years old cold in 2 days.
It's not going to give useful. It's going to give frozen.
Froze. Ice cold, baby.
What's cooler than being cool?
No, for real. I hate that shit. Because I definitely am a person, like, when I do see things and stuff like that, listen.
Go Google it. I'm Googling the fuck out of it. I'm hashtag searching it. Like
but
Google
the first,
image it.
Exactly. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, if it's like a post or something like that, I'm running red lights to the fucking comment section just to see what's tea. Like, you know what I mean? Because there are other people that really do know what's going on and shit like that. Okay, if I can't find it there, bitch, I'm going to do it myself. That's it. That's what I have Google for.
That's what, like, drives me crazy is, like, you can Google literally anything, almost anything, without having an issue. Some terrorist-style things shouldn't be Googled.
Some things should not be
You're going to have
Googled.
an issue.
Yeah.
But you can Google almost anything, so why not Google to help yourself and intake the information firsthand versus secondhand? Like, I still could be misleading and be like, it shrinks your pores and it minimizes your waist. It's a facial ice bath. It's not going to minimize your waist.
Yeah,
like,
you should just
I should just give misleading information. That'd be hysterical.
Like,
JK, don't go and follow me.
Just don't ask me dumb questions.
Just don't ask me dumbass questions. Like, it makes me less, like, excited or, like, gung-ho to share my wellness shit, too. Like, my vitamins, forget about it. Forget about it. I love my vitamins. I love my vitamin regimen and routine.
Right.
I'm not going to have a fucking person ask me, why do you take this? What's this for? What does this help? What does this do? Is this vegan?
Yeah, just type in the information for Vitamin World because I don't got it for you.
Like,
here's your number.
What a buzzkill! Like, and I'm not a gatekeeper. Like, but the questions, like, what do you say all the time? Stupid questions get stupid answers. Like, you kill my momentum. You kill my joy asking me
I feel
that
like
shit.
maybe if it was, like, directed in a different way or in, like, an inquisitive way, like, oh, I know that is this, but, like, you know what I mean?
I read this. Did you see? Have you noticed this? 100. We are engaging. You might get a friend.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Great. We're back and forth. We're on the same tier. You feel me? Like education for education. Yeah. You know, you give it. You give some. You get some.
Like,
yeah. No, I don't like stupid ass shit.
Like, especially too. Like, if you're like. Just because we're on the wellness, if you're not a wellness girly, don't ask me wellness questions.
Right. I think you need to do like your due diligence for yourself.
Start somewhere. And I'm up here with it.
Right.
I'm up here with it.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Right.
I have started many moons ago.
Right.
With the wellness. Don't come at me.
Right.
If just straight up, if you're a fast food eater.
Right.
Start somewhere.
Right.
And it ain't here.
Right. Do what's best for you. First, 100%. Consult with your doctor. Because
What? Or me, because I could be the I'm joking. I'm deloading.
Right. I'm crying.
No, don't. Yeah, that's... My thing, I can't intake information from the news, like direct cable news.
Yes, what is it? CNN?
CNN, Fox.
Oh my God.
Oh. Might as well talk to a wall. Talk to a senior citizen.
My grandma. Yeah. She is a Fox News, CNN.
Connoisseur.
I was on CNN. I seen this on CNN. Girl, well, no, I don't want to talk about it then.
No, yeah.
I do not want to talk about it.
And see, I am Democratic on paper.
For the most part.
Right.
Same.
CNN as the Democratic news, cool. That's good for them. Fox for Republicans, cool. It's good for them. That is not my repertoire of how I'm intaking information because, too, I don't know many news stations that aren't negative.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this with you.
Right. And they know
you all can be miserable. Your misery is not my company.
Right. Unfortunately, the world's full of negative ass shit, which is okay. But I don't want to talk about it.
And I don't need it here.
Right. I want to absorb it when I can, and then move on from it. But when you're watching the news, it's literally
next fight after next fight, doom and gloom,
right?
Death, murder,
a repetitive cycle of the things that are happening.
And it's so I think it's just so biased. Like they're gonna go with their narrative, they're gonna go with their narrative, they're gonna go with their narrative, and there's not much room for the truth because they're clinging to an ideal and a side, and I'm just not. No.
Yeah, I'm not feeling that shit.
Nope.
Either. No,
nope.
for
Count
real.
me out.
No, for real.
Free Palestine.
Period. I know that's fucking right.
The way CNN and Fox will have it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's just how America works. Like, any Muslim-based anything since 9/11 is worth nothing to this country. And it's like the people, the religion, like the nations that worship Islam, like, we're here with you.
No,
not all Americans are that horrible.
No, period.
Like, and I'm so sorry.
No, literally.
I'm so sorry.
Right. Some of us are here for you, with you, for you.
For you. Like,
no, I feel like it, like, especially in the news, it's like it's two-sided. Like, you have to go here or you have to go here, period. Yeah. And there's no in-betweeny. There's no, it's just black and white.
100%. And two, it's like, you're going to consume what's black or white. Like, you can't have any room to be like, oh, wow. Like, I did not know this was happening over there. It's like, it's just so forced out. Like, that's literally how the news is. Like,
it's so sad.
CNN is just, like, they're just finger pointing. And I'm too old to sit. We have siblings. We did that. Been there, done that. Got the T-shirt, had the fist fight.
Literally. Done it. No, right. You forget when you watch it like that, the two things can be
true at the same time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Every time. I feel, at least for the most
I think that's the best way to summarize the news. Two things can be true at once.
Because what the fuck? Why is, like...
Please accept that.
Thank you.
Please receive that.
Right, and move the fuck on.
And I think I feel sad for people who, like, especially, like, older generations that only get their information from the news. And, like, like, and I'm not saying social media is true, but a lot can be learned from social media because they don't have a network that they have to be loyal to, and it's a lot of individual people can share their truth.
Ever evolving, like, and
100%.
So fast.
It's
oh
instant.
my god!
Versus the news, like, you got to run a story by a general of that network. There are multiple people that need to be consulted with. It has to be approved. Sponsorship has to be considered. Like, social media, very often that's not a factor.
That's why I'm trying to take the TikTok away. Like, please.
That part.
Girl.
I mean, and it's crazy because it's clearly just, to me, it's like jealousy of, like, there's so much of a preferred network and platform. And all these other companies, networks, platforms, medias are not. They're jealous.
And they can't control it either. Can't. And that's the tea.
And
they can't control the things that are going on it. They can't take it. Like, they can't do shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's a part of it, too. Which I'm head of the class at TikTok University,
I was just going to say, you've learned so much from TikTok. You've shared so much with me.
Oh, my gosh. I learn something new every single day.
That's how I feel just with, like, for me, I do learn a lot of not so much, like, political or maybe so academic things, but, like, what Pinterest has made a home, what is the word? Homemaker. I'll say homewrecker, and that's not what I meant.
That too.
A homemaker out of me. The recipes I have saved, the way to, like, I mean, I've always known, I took etiquette classes when I was younger. Like, I know how to dress a table, but just, like, little nicks, like, little things that I could just contribute to a home. And I'm like, oh, you're welcome, husband. Shout out to Pinterest.
You're welcome. Right.
Like, what? Try my pineapple upside down cake. Right. Like, no, I actually never made one. But, like, the recipes and just what? How to swaddle a baby, different ways to nurse a baby. I have a whole Pinterest folder on just basically, like, midwife information. Because I do want to get my doula certificate. And I would get my midwife. It takes so long for certain, for certain formal educations. But what? I could tell you how to have a baby and not conceive a baby, but how many ways to birth a baby in positions that'll open your pelvis, close your pelvis, like, what?
And insurance will pay for you to do that too, girl.
Will they?
Yes, the insurances pay for midwives.
Oh, you heard it here. Because I literally today was going to text my mom and accost her for not paying for more education for me.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
And if they could just take, like, half, I'd be so grateful.
Right, but the tea about that is, like, they pay their insurance, and then the insurance company pays you as much as you want to, like, you know what I mean? As much as the allowed amount is.
Right, of course.
Obviously.
But enough.
But, hey,
it's something.
It's not something you got
to, like. That is so exciting. See, I love, like, I fucking love learning. Like, I know I'm not done with more education. I want to go back to school, so Christina, if you're watching this, for the audio-only listeners, I'm about ready to uppercut my mother because I want her to pay for my master's, which I know is so entitled, and we don't have, like, it's a first world problem. It's my first world problem, but yet it's still my problem.
Right.
I want my mom to pay for my master's. You already paid for the 2-year and the 4-year, like,
right.
What's 2 more?
I mean, technically speaking, if she can just take what she would have paid for Jaden and Cameron.
My brothers who didn't finish school. My brothers did not finish their college, which was paid for. So
you should just get, like, that reimbursed to you. If she wanted to, if she was going to spend it anyways.
Like, I'm her best bet. And I mean, Cameron has said I'm the most successful child. I hold that to heart. I know I am. I didn't need that validation. I mean,
right, obviously.
But I'm not done being the most successful.
Right.
Like, I'm not going to be my mom, and I'm not going to get my JD.
Oh, right,
like,
right.
I did think about going to law school today.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm not going to do it, though. Because I have a friend, I'm not going to say who, we're getting into too much detail, but she told me she is going to be going through divorce soon. And I love post-nup and prenuptial law. I have my prenup ran out in my phone.
Period. That would be entertaining, though.
I want all women to know prenups are for you. Like, there is the narrative, like, don't sign a prenup. We don't get prenups. If you make less money in the relationship, the prenup is for you. It is for you to negotiate what you're leaving with.
Before you leave.
And 2, if you don't have the attorney fees to sit and fight that man, if you can't go dollar for dollar with him, you might want to get a prenup and negotiate it. Or a post-nup. If you got married, do that, because...
I mean, sincerely, at the end of the day, if he really loves you that much, shit.
And he won't during a divorce.
No, literally.
He won't.
No, right,
Love only gets you so far.
Exactly.
Power and respect do a lot more.
Do it when you're throwing it at him and he about to put the ring on your finger, baby.
Do it while the climax of love.
No, literally.
Not once he gets the bill for the wedding.
No, literally, before y'all go on that honeymoon, hun.
Yeah, I'm not going to disclose my prenup. I'm not going to scare off my husband, who I'm sure will be a fan of this podcast.
Right.
However,
I am and exists
as equally smart as I am pretty, and I'm not leaving with less than I came in with.
Right.
That's all I have to say about that.
Right.
And that will be annually.
But you also don't want to leave anyways.
Oh, yeah, it's till death do us part. Until you get scraped.
That's funny.
I'm not going to say anything that allegedly could get me arrested, but you heard what I said what I said during those vows. And that is that. Like, but yeah, I was running down to my friend who is considering going through a divorce, like, just tips and tricks of what to do and what to go through. And I mean, she already assessed her assets, and a lot of them are in her name and belong to her prior to the marriage. So
period.
Right.
Well, that's good.
Minus a few bits of furniture, and I said you could get that replaced. Both her parents were involved in her life. Chalk it up.
Yeah, fuck a bed or some goddamn couch.
That's exactly.
I love a new bed after leaving my man. Hello?
With how expensive mattresses are, I would love to be gifted a new. I'm also mattress shopping and cannot afford
but
it.
Fuck
like
this shit. I'm about to lay in this goddamn
with
bed
all the
that we
spirits
laid in.
and the remnants of your soon-to-be ex-husband. Absolutely
that
not.
should be the first thing you do is get a new bed.
What?
And bringing in new love.
Yeah.
New people.
New energy, new mattress, new penis, new energy, new spirits within the home.
Yes.
Sprinkle.
I'm a new bitch. My wholeness has been deleted.
I literally just said that to somebody, one of our friends. She's considering dating somebody who could be a pastor. And I was like, you don't have a podcast that airs out your business.
Right.
Because,
yeah, I wouldn't be a pastor's wife.
Yeah, I wish I could.
Right.
But this podcast is, that's killed that joy. Everyone knows what I did in Houston, including my soon-to-be congregation, so it's cool. Nope.
That's hilarious.
What's the last thing you learned about, or that you liked learning about?
That I liked to learn about.
Or that, I guess not like to learn about, but that, piqued your fancy. You were like, okay, let's do a deep dive. Let's do some research.
I can't think. Well, I can't think only because we've been so over consumed with Dan Snyder that it's like literally been the only thing that has been in my brain because I've been watching that documentary series of the Nickelodeon kids and shit.
But that's some shit to learn. That's some shit to like. I think
my God.
It's the indirect things you learn from stuff like that, like just like how to maneuver through the entertainment industry, how to like advocate for yourself, signs of like. Alleged child abuse and molestation and like
alleged. I mean, 2 of them motherfuckers in jail, right? Well, they were.
Yeah.
But brother, I've been like, if the information hasn't been coming to me, like it's
still coming,
girl. Oh my God, it's been so crazy, so nuts.
Yeah, I haven't started watching it yet.
Oh my God,
I also get to like.
Yeah, so thankfully it's broken in pieces.
Okay, because
It's broken in half. So I think it's like 4 episodes now, and then I think next week they have another. Yeah. Whatever, however many. Which my friend was like, I was like, yeah, they have a new one. She said, "There's more."
A lot of stories to tell.
There's
a lot to
more?
Uncover.
Like, what do you mean? And I mean, not for nothing else. People have written books and shit like that. I seen Chelsea from That's So Raven. Like, okay, so what? Can't wait for my NDA to come up.
Yeah, I seen that so she can air out her truth.
Not Disney, but I believe it.
I love a good non-disclosure agreement. Yeah. I can't wait to get famous or rich enough to give them to my friends every time they hang out with me. I've also researched, like, this is why I have considered law school, because, like, that shit gets me horned up. Like, the fact that I can send a cease and desist and people cannot talk about me is, like,
period.
I find joy in that. Like, I find sheer joy in being like, here's a letter. Shut the fuck up. Like, that's it.
Right.
Yeah. Let me find out I'm going to end up JD.
Okay.
Imagine me and Corey. I'm like, you're all liars.
Right.
None of you really are of any significance, and my client is innocent.
Next.
That's it. Go behind the judge like, I'm done. Yeah, no.
Next. That's funny.
Right now, I'm obsessed. Like, I'm late to the game, but I'm still on the team. The Crown, the Netflix show about the royal family.
No.
Oh my God. It's so fucking good. And in between episodes or during episodes, I keep searching different parts of history to see like what's relevant, what's not, like what's just to compare, like, so
the actors,
their whole experiences, their whole lives. They have a whole, like, the actress they have for Princess Diana.
Oh, okay. I'm here now. Wow.
Twins. I watching her and I'm like, what in the witchcraft?
Wow.
It is like The Crown is my shit right now, and I've learned so much. Like, Princess Margaret and me, Queen Elizabeth's little sister, who, because she was, born second, she wasn't ever going to be Her Majesty or the Queen. That bitch was a rock star. She had a stroke. She kept drinking, smoking, and, like, doing her, like, social engagements and would not cut it out. And she had 3 strokes before she died. Like, you couldn't miss her with the party.
She said, take me out if you want to.
She absolutely said, she said, I would rather die than quit drinking. Or I think she was a whiskey drinker. Like,
I love that.
Yeah, it was that or smoking. Like, she was like, I'd rather die at 70. Like, she was very, like, they told her she needed a life.
Ain't even fun anyway.
She said, what is this life to live? Like, but she also, too, in the actress, I don't think did her justice, because in real life she was stunning, like, very beautiful, definitely more beautiful than the Queen. And I'm like, ugh, everything I just keep researching, and I always do and have loved history, though. Like, I fucking love history. Like, that gets me thrilled. That and art, like...
Yeah, I like art. I hated history.
Did you?
I feel like there wasn't enough Black history, so, like, it just didn't... Yeah. Like, it wasn't as fulfilling for me. And I'm like, well, where about the rest of the shit? Like, you know what I mean? And then I feel like at the age that we grew up, that's when all the other, like, other
everything
kind of
was uncovering.
Yeah, just different types of shit. It's like... Who are you? What the fuck is in this
shout out
book?
to Christina, because it's like shout out to Christina, but also like it sucked as a child that a lot of our free time was spent learning. So like we had a huge portrait of Ruby Bridges, and we had to read about her. Like Malcolm X books, Martin Luther King books, like Shirley Chisholm books, like You name it. I read about them, like Black figures. But like as a kid, nobody wants to read after school or like after their sports activities. Or in the summer, we had to go to. She made us go to the library and read books, and we had to read. I think it was a minimum 30 minutes a day, and it had to be out. Like didn't have to, but a lot of time it was outside. So it was like there's no electronic consumption or background noise. It was like I had them head in the books. Yeah, unfortunately. Right. But also shout out to her because like I don't think, like I think now. Like, that's something I'll carry on to my kids. Like, reading is fundamental.
Right.
Reading is going to be fun because it's non-negotiable. Like, we'll get the fuck in the books. But
no, literally.
I do love reading. I love Audible and reading now, too. Like, see, you know what's so funny? I'm definitely a reader and you're definitely a writer. Like, I think the world would so benefit from you just, like, putting a book out. Put the books out.
Yeah, just wait for my motherfucking memoir, bitch.
What would you name your memoir? I know mine. I have it drafted.
I have something that popped in my head, but what's yours?
Dancing through the rain.
Oh, that's so
because you know me, the rain. I don't know if the podcast knows this. The rain is my all-time favorite weather.
Oh my God, me and my sister were just talking about this, and we said the same exact thing.
It brings me the most solace. Like I am so myself and so happy. And you know how people have the superstition if it rains on your wedding, it's a bad luck. I feel the complete opposite. If it rains on my wedding, to me it's a validation from God that this is the right person no matter what season I get.
Right. No, Niche,
I'm not getting married in the winter though. Yeah, so no, hell no. But
yeah. Niche, it rained during
it downpoured during her ceremony.
Downpoured and she was
Shout out to the bells.
Upset. And then after that it was fucking beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Like, it was amazing. The weather, it was hot as a bitch. Yeah. Obviously, it's fucking North Carolina in August. So, like, obviously, it's just going to be hot. But, like, it was just, it's just, like, I don't know. There's something about the rain that just erases all the energy and, like, restarts. Like, you know what I mean? It just 100%. Recharges
Everybody's
things.
Calm. Everything is, for the most part, at a standstill or not as aggressive. And
yeah, like when it stops raining, everything, the bugs just get back to it, like figure it out.
Everybody, new energy. You know what I mean?
There's no sounds for a minute.
The sound of rain.
Yes, I love the rain.
Yeah.
Oh,
but yeah, what?
Yeah, I love that. I was gonna say I walk on the wild side.
Oh, so look at us with their corny titles.
So that was funny.
Yeah, like 100%. 100%.
I want some fire or something. I don't know.
Definitely want mine to be like me, like Michael Jackson moonwalking, like in the rain. Like, I'm not a dancer in the slightest. I fucking hate dancing. The only time I dance is if I'm blacked out drunk. So if you see me dance, I fucking hate dancing.
No, literally.
Like, it's very forceful. It doesn't feel natural. I don't enjoy it. I'm very, like, anxious about my wedding because I don't want to do I don't want to do any of that.
Right.
Like, let's just, like,
I don't want to choreograph dance. I don't like them.
I think that's what I'll need.
I like them at other people's wedding.
Yeah, that's together. Things are together.
I do not think that would be it.
For you.
Hell no.
No para you.
No. Hell no.
What was your favorite subject in school? You said you hated
math.
History. Oh, what?
I love
Can
math.
barely count change. I think people think it's a joke. Like, you give me change.
I love math.
I'm gonna need a minute.
I enjoyed science too.
Science is so. You loved math?
Yeah, I loved
they said
math.
You didn't. I would say.
Oh no, I loved math. That was actually one of my favorites. And then I really enjoyed science.
Yeah.
This is like the different.
I think science is like. It's so, you apply it to life. So it's enjoyable
real.
To learn. Right.
Yeah, because like you walk aside and see a motherfucking flower.
Slope?
Like, you know what I mean?
I don't fucking know. I ski.
No, literally.
I've been skiing since a child. That's slope. Which slope? Aspen. Which slope? Holiday Valley. Cool. Got that too.
Girl.
Brandyville. Been there too. Like, what slope?
Yeah.
Not whatever it is, y = mx + b.
Very goddamn, like, very much.
Couldn't tell you.
Could not bring it into my real world. Have not used it at all. Yet. I'm just really, really good with numbers, though. Like, they really make sense in my head.
I wish.
They really make sense. That's it, though. I hated history. I can barely remember the draws that I had on yesterday, let alone, goddamn, somebody's whole ass history.
I loved it because it's like it impacted now. Like, to me, it's similar to how you feel about math. Like, it's real.
Right.
And you need it. Or science. It's real and it applies to your life. Like, me, that's history. Like,
right.
It influenced, it's like, literally, to me, it's like a domino effect. Like, if it didn't strike the way it did, none of this would be following through.
No, you're right.
Loved it. Still love it.
Right. I think it's easier for me to take on things like that, like history and stuff like that, when I watch it. Like in a documentary
not so much
form,
reading
when
and
I
research.
can watch it, when I can hear, like, when you're reading it, a lot of times you're only getting a part of this story, and I hate when I find the wrong part. Like, you know what I mean?
It's not.
I want the part for the people. I want their part.
Right.
You know
the
what
people
I mean?
who lived it
it's
and walked
influence.
it.
I don't like an influence ass story. No, tell me what the fuck happened.
Tell me the real. No, right. Not like we said, not the news narrative of this or that. Like, what was the truth in between?
No,
what was the middleman of
so
that,
it's
the
a
gray?
lot. Yeah, it's a lot easier for me to enjoy his, because I do, obviously. But, like, to watch it, to see a documentary on it, like... And then I look it up and I look up a little more of it and I'm like, okay, I know them.
I'm just going to straight up say, I will set women back greatly with my math skills. Like, I very much, like, I don't want any, like, physical currency. I only want, like, electrical payments because, like, I'm not counting change.
Right.
Like, I'm giving an extra single dollar if there's change due. Because I don't know what the fuck, like, I know, but it just takes me a minute, and I'm at the cash register, I get anxious. I'm like, a nickel, okay, a nickel, a dime, a quarter, what the fuck? I couldn't tell you right now what that was. Some change. Coins, they make noise. I'm not doing that.
Literally.
I really do desire to have a husband. One, obviously, a husband that I love, that I want to commit to.
Right.
But two, that I can just give my paycheck to. He gives me an allowance, and he takes care of everything else. Because, like... I literally just told Mr. Vitamin D this. I am not financially responsible. My bank account went negative today, twice.
How does it go negative?
I put money in, and then some more shit came out that I wasn't aware was coming out. And then I had to take more out of my savings to put in. Like, I can't compute that shit. If there's numbers in it, I'm probably lost.
Right.
Not so much number. If there's a decimal.
Yeah. I'm visually, like, I can literally, like, I feel like I can see numbers in my head. Or, like, if I'm not seeing numbers, I can see numbers, or I can see change. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm a problem solver in general. And I think that's really realistically where it comes from.
See, that's how I feel about, like, let me think about this before I say it. Allegedly used to write people's papers in college. Some of them for money, some of them just because I could. Some of them I would just start the essay for them because people start or finish. Like, that, in that aspect of problem solving, I can get right to it. I can tell a story. I can talk about it. Clearly, I'm a podcaster. We can just jabble on. All I need to know is, like, the context of the paper, and I can get to it. I can start you off. I can just filibuster a fucking paper.
Right, yeah. I mean, spell check that hoe, but...
One thing about it, my dyslexia with writing, or more so reading and writing, I can spell out, like, spelling out isn't so hard. Like, we can have a conversation, I can know the word, I can see the word.
Yeah.
But when it's on, oof.
Yeah.
No, like, literally, me and Britt, we were talking about our season 2, we're redoing our set, so it will look different, but what did I write? It was supposed to be bar cart.
Maybe you put chart.
And I put chart, and I could not, I asked you, like, is this right? Because I could not comprehend.
Right.
Cart and chart weren't right.
Right. She spelled my name wrong.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I'm still so pissed about that. On our post the week we didn't have an episode, I spelled her name wrong. It took me days to realize that was wrong. Days. And at least you know it's me. It's not a petty, like, co-host. It's dyslexia. It's a learning disability.
I was like, I'm just moving on. She wrote me a letter to write to my son's school district. God. She sent this damn letter to me.
Wait, what did I say? Instead of incident, I said indecent multiple times.
Every time.
I typed it, yeah.
But the best part is, to me, it said, red scribble, scribble, scribble.
Yeah, the lines were under a lot of words. But the best part is, if you would have read that, if I grammar checked it, which I don't grammar check, like, if you know me, I can write the fuck out of some things. You just have to, grammatically it's not correct. but
it's right.
I was gonna say, but in statement, my messaging will come very much across. You would have thought I was your attorney, which they didn't know I didn't,
Right.
But you would have thought you had an attorney draft
No,
that. I think that's when we started joking, like, go off, lawyer.
No, that's right. I was like, that man read that damn email in the airport. He called me immediately.
Yeah,
he said, hello?
We sent it to
the
superintendent. I just like when I get passionate about something, like they're like.
Right.
What?
No, right.
I mean, put a lawyer spin on some shit.
I was literally fucking drinking and crying. I was like, oh my God.
We'll just give minor backstory. Brittany's son was in a summer program. It's not summer school, summer program within a local school district. And he was hurt and neglected. Like he was, what is it? His tooth, right?
Yeah, he was running and he fell on the ground and his tooth broke to the roof.
And just backstory before teachers and women started jumping up, or not women, just people jump off the woodwork. He was supposed to be playing. So it wasn't like he was running and acting a fool. He was in a playground.
Yes, they were playing, but it wasn't a fucking playground. They were on
a parking lot.
A parking lot.
Yeah, they let the kids
running around. He's as clumsy as I am.
Yeah.
Fell. And they just like got him a napkin, wiped him off, called his dad, said he fell, but he's fine.
Yeah.
Not realizing that he lost his whole ass.
Well, and his nerve of the tooth was exposed. His hands and knees were scraped greatly. Like
he
not
looked
a
like he was in a car accident.
Yeah,
like,
he really
did look like he was fucked
and uncomfortable and just
couldn't find the fucking tooth because it was a whole day ass later. Yeah. By the time he got home, that's when we realized his tooth was gone and I lost my shit.
Yeah, she called me crying and I was like, oh.
I lost it on that damn man. I could not
Ari Jenner is in full effect because when you sent me the picture and I could see his nerve ending pulsating and hanging from his tooth, that's when I was like, yeah, no, there will be consequences and people will be held accountable.
No, literally, I could not.
And thankfully, like, Izzy's such just an easygoing free spirit. Like, he was just like, Mom. Like, he wasn't,
he's so nonchalant.
He was not affected by it the way you and I were affected by it. Thank God.
I was beside myself.
Yeah, me
he
too.
was probably like, this girl will not shut the fuck up because I am yelling, I'm screaming, I'm outside. He's probably like, girl.
But the result of that was what? He had to have a root canal. Did he have to have two or one?
He had to have one root canal. Well, actually, no, he didn't have to. He thankfully did not have to. Okay. Wait, did he?
I thought he did have to have the root canal because that was a part of the outcome. Yes. I don't want to say settlement because obviously we didn't take him to court, but they agreed. They settled to paying for the dental insurance.
Yeah.
Or the dental coverage of his.
One root canal, and then they had to put a fake tooth on there because they lost his other one.
Yeah.
So
this is not the first time too I've offered free unqualified legal guidance. Mr. Vitamin D has a tenant and they've had issues and I've drafted him emails of basically a pre-eviction warning. Like, if we can agree for you to move out within a certain time frame, this will prevent your eviction if you do not consent or agree to paying rent in full, X, Y, and Z consequences.
Right.
And I emailed it, which is just
that's
the irony of all of it is great. But
no, literally.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't fuck around. I don't fuck around.
Yeah.
I love I did for my undergrad have to do a what was it? It wasn't a contractual law class. Did have to take a law class. And the professor made it a little more worthwhile, and like he was kind of fun and like he was an older man but young spirit. But the books, oh my God, it might as well have been like the lady from Charlie Brown, the teacher. Like the books really gave
right.
Right. Like it's just
reading in white and black.
White and black. Very thin sheets, so you're just turning it and it's just like and they're thick.
Right.
So thick. I still have my book.
Sheets like
actually,
a Bible.
I think it was import-export. Well, I don't remember. It was a law class, and it just was like if you could teach me in a PowerPoint, I'm down. If you could, I'll go to lectures. I'll double my time with lectures or like shadowing, which in California you can do. You don't have to attend law school to pass the bar. You can basically just like shadow people and intern for like double the time, but you can get your law degree.
Period.
Look at me. I could get my law degree in California. Insurance might cover my midwifery fucking certifications. Like,
extracurriculars.
What?
No, I do enjoy learning new things though. like something that's going to intrigue me and like
catch your eye and just something you can run with. Like one thing I just like for the life of me, I want to learn, but it just like it doesn't catch me is gardening. I have tried so many ways to look up different soils, what helps things grow. Should I do a raised bed, a flat, like, or in the ground? Couldn't tell you. It has not stuck. And I would, you know me, I want to be a farmer.
Right.
I need to know my soils.
The basics, at least.
What?
No, literally, my dad, like, the way he, like, read that when he started, like, growing weed and stuff like that. Oh, my God. Well, it's legal to do that.
Can you grow from home, though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Disregard the alleged. Her dad grows weed.
I think you're allowed to have, like, 3 plants in a household or something like that.
Okay.
Something
He's in
like
the limit,
weird.
though.
Yeah.
That's all y'all need to know.
Right. But, he started growing and like he just had so much knowledge and so much different things. He started growing in soil, then he started doing it in water, like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, he's like, Bray, why don't you just do it? And I'm like, this shit don't make, do you see my place at my house? Like, I'm trying my best.
I think that's the true testament of like a hobby. Like when you want to learn.
And when you want to.
And you're researching more and you want it to grow. And like right now, real shit, I think my next hobby is going to be running, like jogging, running.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it's supposed to be that time of the year, too.
I'm gearing up. I've been jogging at the gym, like picked up speed. I'm not so much a mall walker anymore. Got a little motion to me. Watch out, I'm fast.
No, literally. I used to walk, and now it seems so long. Like, I don't know. I used to walk from my house all the way down to, like, the gorge. Well, not that part of the gorge, but the gorge, like, past, like, not Whirlpool, but by DeVoe.
Okay.
All the way.
Oh, you were a good walk.
Walk from my house.
I was going to say, that's a couple miles. You were miling it.
And walk, and then do the stairs.
There are,
and I'm like, girl,
walking
I could never do that now.
marathons.
Yeah. Hell
yeah. I have one of my bosses, one of my directors, he's done walking marathons. And I'm like, and he's just like, you just walk. You keep building up the momentum and pushing yourself.
Right. Shit, if you need more information about because my job always posts all the different, like,
love that.
things that are going on, obviously.
Hit Brit up. Don't go to them. Hit her up. Follow her. Shameless plug. Follow her. DM her. Don't ask a stupid ass question, but
if you
leave it open for some back and forth.
If you would like some inquiries, let me know. I will hit you up. But yeah, they always have, like, a lot of different things going on with, like, wealth. I wish.
How would you say
health and wellness?
Something I clearly could fucking learn now that everyone knows my account went negative in fucking twice in 24 hours. What can you do?
Just a girl.
What? Girl math? Money will come back, so it's not really negative.
Yeah.
It's actually have a surplus.
Right. Just waiting on it.
48 hours, it'll be here.
Right.
Don't worry about it. I'm not worried about it.
Right.
What is something, because obviously I don't have that privilege yet, you loved learning with your son or through your son? Or was there a chapter in his life that, like...
I think that I just... Who could it be?
Brittany and her phone.
It should be... Anyway. I don't know. I like love watching him learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like to watch him like exceed the different things because he's always been stagnant almost. He's always not had a lot of like
peaks for learning.
Yeah, and I feel like it majority of it has to do with him not being so confident in the things that he really does know.
Learn. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the lack of confidence that he did have growing up and shit like that. Stuff, whatever. But the lack of like confidence that he did have, it was like stunting him. So like when he would get like one question wrong, then like he wouldn't answer a question for the rest of the time. He would be very reluctant, like, you know what I mean? Very just not himself. Or like if he's asked to read, like, and it's like one word that he's not getting, like he's just like, no, I'm not doing it anymore. But like he has like moved past that, and like just watching him learn things and come home with his little hundreds, I'm like, I know that's right, son.
I can't wait for that.
It's so much fun. Like, it's so cool to see, like, and like he definitely, like, he hates to read, but like I know that he enjoys it. Like, I know that there's a certain, because like
he just has to
because I have to like make sure he's reading. So I'm like, well, that was 30 minutes. What'd you read about? Like, what'd you learn? Like, you know,
Right.
you could tell me, you could tell if somebody read something.
100%.
And like, he's going on and on. He's telling every single character he's doing.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I know that's right. Period.
Right. I just hope like I don't end up like my mom with homework time. If Johnny had 12 apples. I wish Johnny to unexist. I hope he takes his life because I don't care how many apples he had. I didn't get it the first time you said it relatively gently. You saying it aggressively has not changed my lack of understanding.
The first 7 years is hard. The first 7 years. It's like, it's up and down. It's up and down because I didn't Johnny appled my son to fucking death. I'm like, is this thing on? Like, can you hear me?
Are you home? Tap, tap. Are you with me?
No, it's hard, but it's fun to like do different things. I love those little science projects. I always buy him like the little the discovery things for Christmas. Yeah. Like, we're about to grow a plant. Like, here's a planet. Here's this. Like, you know what I mean?
I love when they gave the caterpillars or the cocoons to grow. Did you have that in your science class? We all developed butterflies. Like, and then our class had like a whole bunch of butterflies. But like having a cocoon in your house and then watching like larvae pop into a butterfly.
It's bug. You got bugs in your house.
That's what science class leads you to.
No,
bugs
literally
in your house.
Bugs. Cause what? You
know what I kind of wish too? I wish that they gave out textbooks for kids to keep. Like, what if this comes back to them like 2 years later and they're like, I mean, I get they're supposed to be growing and evolving past, like, and learning more each year, but like some things might stick. Let that
don't
stick.
Grasp. Right.
Let them take that book and have a bonfire with it because it wasn't worth shit for them.
Actually, no, I don't, because I'm sick of bringing shit home.
Non-parent to parent.
I've been having so many things.
Yeah. The clutter's
like,
cluttering.
Do I keep it? Do I throw it out? Do I keep it? Do I throw it? It's not mine. Like.
Yeah. And, right.
It's
not
hard.
Knowing the value.
It's very hard. It's very hard.
We're with all the parents out there. We're with you during homework time. Homework time is not for someone, parent or non-parent child who experienced it.
Yeah, it's hard. And I good luck.
Just we're here with you through homework time.
Period.
Hope you make it through.
No, you will. Mm-hmm. Just send them to school every day.
Yeah. What do you wish the podcast people knew or could learn from you or about you? Or let's do all of those. So what do you hope our listeners / subscribers can learn about you?
About me?
Mm-hmm. That they haven't yet? Or just to summarize who you are, maybe?
I'm pretty much an open book, though. So it's very hard to be like, the only thing that y'all probably might not know is that I'm left-handed because you never see me write.
It won't. Yeah, we haven't.
I don't think so.
No.
I mean, I've folded some things. I've grabbed.
Yeah, I don't know if I thought we did earlier on. Didn't we have whiteboards and we wrote? But where did we keep those private?
No, we wrote before.
That's right, yeah. Because I was like, I swear we wrote on the pod.
Yeah, we wrote before the pod started.
Yeah, that's so true. I want the pod to know one of my favorite life quotes is by Walt Whitman, and it's, do I contradict myself? Very well, I contradict myself. I contain a multitude, which I'm paraphrasing that or remixing a little bit, but I'm never set on one opinion, so don't get too attached to because tomorrow I could be a mathematician.
Right.
It's not gonna happen, but I could.
Right.
I contain a multitude. I'm many things and many just variations of a topic, a concept, a person walking this big planet. So.
Right. Yeah. I'm definitely I guess one thing about me is that I'm definitely I'm a teacher by heart. So, if I know something, I'm going to give you all the information that I have about it. If you want to know.
Right. What's one thing you want to teach, our subscribers follow? Or, one thing you want people to reach out to learn? I can definitely say mine is wellness. Reach out to me if you're considering healthier lifestyle, through exercise, through vitamins, through food regimens.
Right.
Get right with me.
Makeup, baby.
Oh, please reach out to her because you guys look dumb as
you'll
fuck.
learn
Not all of you, but a lot of you.
You'll learn so many things. Makeup, I think like crystals and astrology. I'm really like big. I'm always
You're very knowledgeable about that.
That's ever evolving for me. That's always something that's I'm coming across. It's always something 100%. That you know I'm
and it's like
absorbing.
I said about wellness, like. I'm up here with it. I've done the research and I'm practicing it. That's you with those topics. Like, I've done the research. I've implemented it. This is a part of my day to day.
I got the books. I wrote the book. Like, you know what I mean? I've studied. I've tried enough. And obviously, it's ever evolving and you keep learning new things. Yeah. But that's something that I'm always going to
continue to, like, just strive to know more and do more.
Exactly.
Yeah, same. Like, I'm never not going to be a wellness girly. Like, you can count me in for what? So I get it branded wellness.
Right. All of it. Right.
Like, all of it. Like, it's very much. What is it? The wellness turns to illness if you don't take care of we or some shit. There's a good quote. I'm definitely fucking that one up, too.
Yeah.
But
right, we'll post
get
it.
Right. Get it together.
No, right.
Yeah. Well, we hope you learn from us.
Right, or learn something. I don't fucking care. Whatever it is that you would like to learn,
and
please
I just want
do
a
that.
full disclosure. I do not have any law degrees. So I just am good with law jargon. Like I can. Never mind. I'm just
allegedly.
Yeah. Right. So, exactly. Well.
Until next time.
And this is
an A and B conversation.
That was